Yeah, I mean, one of the best aspects about VR is immersion, but like the one thing I always say, VR treadmills. Like, they show up VR treadmills, so it's amazing. Oh, look, I can run in Skyrim. You run like 60 miles in Skyrim. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to play Skyrim if I have to physically run. I'm putting the game on for 20 minutes and then I'm going to take a nap. I mean, like, it's just the VR treadmill always gets me. And the comparison I usually use with people who don't know anything about VR, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I want to play something like Call of Duty in VR. That'd be awesome." Like seeing grenades fly by, and I'm like, "Yeah, but kind of think of it more sometimes like playing paintball. Certain games will play like more that pace. Like Pavlov, not as much. You're not physically running, but you get a little bit more tired in those slower paced games. Maybe like Onward, you're ducking down, you're peeking over a corner, stuff like that. It feels a lot more like paintball. And would you want to like go out and play paintball every single day? Well, when you're 18, 20, sure. Yeah, you love paintball. I used to play paintball. But when you're 40, not really. Like it's like that's an excursion. Like, it's a little much for every day.
Yeah, where you could age into it is, and this is a little segue into a different topic, is I have enjoyed, like, VR is my relaxation, and I've wondered lately why that's the case. Like, why lately have I been able to de-stress playing stressful at times VR games? Like, Pavlov is not stressful. Like, these maps that people keep making that are super dark are very stressful. I'm tense and scared. Like, someone could be right next to me. All of a sudden, I just hear the little jingle of a grenade on a belt, and I'm like, oh God. And my heart just sinks. So, like, but why am I actually stress relieving? And I kind of thought about it this morning where it's like, it's almost like being in the shower. Like, that bead of water's hitting me, but that bead is like thousands and thousands of small little droplets that are constantly hitting your body. And that's all taking a bandwidth in my brain, like that constant feeling. And now, because of that, the bandwidth's being used so much that when I think in the shower, it's laser focused on a topic because the bandwidth is just
It's
being
like white
used.
noise.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like white, yeah,
and then
white
I'm
noise
thinking,
lulling you.
yeah, and VR is similar to that. Like, there is so much stimuli going on, like so much
Yeah.
um, that's right in your visual. So not only, so I have all the visual stimuli, and that's affecting my cognitive load. I have the physical stimuli of the headset being on my head. Like, yeah, I still feel it. It's hot. It's summer. And I have a fan and an AC machine in here, and it's still hot. So I have all the stimuli of knowing I'm kind of hot. And then my body's all this stimuli. I have still the tactile feedback in my room of how I'm positioned, the floor. I'm noticing when I'm leaving my boundaries because the carpet's changing. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stimuli. And sometimes that would be overwhelming. But in VR, it's so much stimuli that I don't care about the problems that it's going on. Like, I have work problems. There's family stuff. There's COVID. Um, it's very easy to forget all that because my bandwidth's overridden,
I
and that's
mean, it's a
peaceful.
it's a perfect escape.
It
That's what
is.
VR was intended to be. You're entering a new reality, and it's an ideal escape. Yeah, no, for sure.
But I wonder, like, what people say they need better games so they can perfect escape. Like, do you? When's the last time you were in virtual reality and were thinking about problems outside of it? Like, I'll speak for myself, very little because I don't have the bandwidth.
No, I agree, but at the same time, wouldn't you agree that current VR games are a little bit too casual? I mean, they're not. You're escaping into a new world. I feel like
So
a
paint
lot
me
of
the
the games
picture of
coming
what
out
you would
now.
want.
Uh, well, I could definitely give an example,
Yeah.
but just to stay on the casual for just 2 seconds, like games that release recently on the Quest kind of just feel like I'm entertaining myself. I'm not transporting into a new world. I'm not in a new reality. I'm just doing something that helps keep me entertained, which is fine. But personally, if I have so little time to dedicate and I've spent, $1,000 on hardware and set up this room specifically for this, like I want this real deal type of experience and not just something that entertains me. Like the
So
best example I could
yeah,
think
go
of
ahead.
recently is Yuki,
Yeah.
which is it's fun.
Wave shooter, guys.
It-
It's a bullet hell type. Not wave shooter. That's wrong. Not a wave shooter. It's a bullet
yeah, it's
hell
a
type game.
yeah, it's bullet hell. It's definitely fun. Studios made great titles, but it's just fun. Like there's the depth that I want that virtual reality can deliver isn't there. And to answer your previous question, like what am I looking for?
Well, hold on. Before you do that, when it comes to the mindset question, I think it's a really good topic, and it's something I thought about yesterday while playing Pavlov. And I've been doing this thing on Twitter that's actually been making my multiplayer VR time like really enjoyable, more so than normal. Every day I've been posting because I will play Pavlov nightly now, or Population One or something, usually between like midnight and 1 a.m. just to be like the hour of VR play where everyone's sleeping. I just do my thing. But I've been making it a point to find entertaining ways to have good social experiences and then share those on Twitter. And one I had recently, there's a jungle level in Pavlov, and this is kind of going to like, are the games too casual, or did I just have to change my mindset? I had this jungle level, and a kid spawned next to me right at the beginning, and this jungle was dense and huge. The map was massive. Like, it took me a while to find somebody. Typically, my mindset's competitive, and I would have just slowly checked, found a person, stayed away from teammates who were noisy because they're going to give away my position, and isolate myself. And this kid came over to me, and he was very loud. I knew like the second he got near me, I'm like, I'm going to die. I'm just going to die. He's attracting everybody. But I changed my mindset for 1 second because I'm like, okay, let's have some fun with this. And I pretended like Predator, like, shh, we're going to get through this jungle. We're going to go. And him and I just trekked through it together. We died. I killed us both with a bad grenade. Like I was the reason we died. But that mindset did transport me to another world. Like I was a kid again, role playing in the jungle with a friend. So are the games super casual? Yes.
No, but I think that's an aspect of Pavlov, being immersive. So like, I mean, I do the same like with Rec Room. I turn on Rec Room. I am instantly a kid. I am instantly like 14, 15 years old, bouncing around, joking around, playing. And it makes me, childlike. And that's because it's an immersive, very, child-friendly environment. And it does. It has that impact on me. And that's great. I think that's what VR is for. But there's other titles like that don't have that same impact. Like they're just something to,
name one other
entertainment.
so we can like discuss that. Like I want to hear the game so I can kind of picture this.
All right, so just like going through my recent playthroughs, Sam and Max.
Okay, I haven't played
this time. It's virtual.
I'll take your benefit on this. I'll take your judgment.
You haven't played Sam and Max?
No, I've not.
I mean, I guess you could say, okay, it's the same as it's similar to what you would have got on the PC experience. And some aspects of it do, leverage VR decently well, but it just didn't like pull me in. Like, there are games that pull you in and you instantly, like Everslot, like we said, you look at your arm and you're like, grappling hook, this gun is awesome. When you jump down the tunnel and you land,
I'm so
get
glad
excited.
You said the jump, dude. I literally am in my room, and every time I will stay on that top ledge, I'll wait for the door to open up halfway, I'll run, jump, and when I land, like I'm almost like looking to my left and my right, like, come get some. Rip and tear, baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
You feel like you've just been like injected with steroids and adrenaline every time you jump down that tunnel. And that's a feeling that really only like VR can do. And they nailed it. And it's just like, I want something that elicits that emotion from me, not just let's go play a game,
That's fair. Yeah, I get you. Because if you quit halfway through a run, guys, in that game, I think you lose everything. Like, I don't think you can quit once you jump down that hole. But once you jump, I don't want to quit. Like, sometimes I'll just jump by accident. Like, I want that one more time. And then, like, well, I'm down here. And I feel like a badass. Yep. So I'm going to fuck you guys up. And I love that game so much because of that. Hit that subscribe button to stay on top of the daily clips. Or catch the debates and fireside chats live on the main channel down in the video description. See you next time, Space Cowboys.